Let's continue multiplying polynomials. Here we have another binomial times a binomial. So we're going to use FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. So this is like you. This is you feeding the dog, feeding the cat. So what we have here is 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times negative 3 is negative 9x. Now this is your wonderful brother or sister feeding the dog and feeding the cat. Now the dog and cats are overfed. Negative 2x, and negative times negative is positive, positive 6. We combine like terms. 3x squared minus 11x plus 6 is the answer. So this binomial is squared. We can write it out twice if you want. And we apply the same kind of math. FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Let's try to do this in our head. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 7 is negative 14x. And then we multiply the inside is another negative 14x. Negative 14x and minus 14x is negative 28x. Negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. So this kind of question here, you could practice to get faster at it. So if I asked you, for example, 3x minus 5 squared, let's try to do it very fast. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. This times this is negative 15x. Now because it's going to repeat outside and inside, we simply double it. So here, negative 15x doubled is negative 30x, and then negative 5 times negative 5 is going to be positive 25. So it is possible to do these very quickly. Let's continue on with this. So I recommend that you leave the 2 alone and just work on this subproblem. We know the fast way of doing this. Let me just do some scratch work on the side here. So 3x minus 1 squared is equivalent to 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 1. So you could try first, outside, inside, last, or you could do it the fast way. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. This times this is negative 3x, double it, negative 6x. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So we have the answer right away. So all we have to do now is to feed the dog, cat, and bird using distribution. So here 2 times 9x squared is 18x squared. We have minus 12x, and then plus 2 is our final answer. As for this last question here, let's leave the 2 alone, and let's focus on this part here. Let's try using mental math. 3x times x is 3x squared. As for outside, FOIL, first, outside, inside, last, we have 3x times negative 2 is negative 6x, and inside we subtract another x. So we had negative 6x minus x is negative 7x. And last, negative times negative is positive, 1 times 2 is 2. And we just simply finish this off using distribution. And so the answer is 6x squared minus 14x plus 4. Now for the sake of practice, let's try doing the same question again, a slightly different way. Let's focus on the 2 and use distribution first and second. So we're going to rewrite this as 2 times 3x is 6x, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And we're going to leave this term on the right alone, x minus 2. So this here is equivalent. Do not make the mistake of distributing the 2 to the first and second part. It's just to this first part only. So now we can use FOIL first. 6x squared. Outside would be negative 12x. And the inside would be minus 2x. So putting that together, we have minus 14x. And last would be negative times negative is positive. So you can see that we have the same answer. Let's be silly and try this question again one more time. So we're going to move the 2 and multiply it to the second part, which is allowed. So we're going to write 3x minus 1, and we're going to multiply the 2 to the right part, which is 2x minus 4. And let's try FOIL again. We have 6x squared. Outside would be 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Minus another 2x would be negative 14x. Negative times negative is positive 4. As you can see, we have the same answer again. And now it's your turn. Try 5x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 2. 3x plus 4 squared, and negative 3 bracket x minus 1 multiplied by 2x plus 2.